Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that I'm super excited about, and some of you might be too, because I get a lot of requests for this video, but I know it's not a video that everybody likes. It's a very specific taste kind of video, which is a video related to anime. You guys know I'm such a otaku. I love anime so much. I'm obsessed with it since I was a teenager, and there are some anime series that really touch my heart and mark me forever and inspire me in everything that I do. It's so weird, but it can inspire me in my lifestyle, in fashion, in a lot of different things. I'm totally obsessed with it. And if you're not an anime lover, it doesn't mean that this video is not for you, because there's always time to get into anime. Anime is such a wide spectrum. You have everything in there. You have serious anime, crime anime, you have anime that can never be watched by children, okay? So it's not for kids. I'm gonna show some of my favorite animes here. Last time I showed you 10 of my favorite animes, because there's a part 1 of this video actually. So if you haven't watched it, you can click and go watch that first in case you want to. And today I'm gonna show you the part 2 that you guys requested so much. So I'm gonna show you another 10 of my favorite anime. Alright, let's start this. So number 1 is actually the most talked anime right now, which is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is such a great anime, and right now it's been so much talked about because the last season just released, and it's actually still airing. I think it ends next week. So I watched the first 3 seasons, and now for the last season I'm waiting until last week to be able to binge watch the entire season. And it's been hard because there's spoilers everywhere, because it's such a hyped anime, but it deserves all the hype. I'm gonna try to explain the anime on my own words. So basically for me, Attack on Titan, it's kind of similar, and this might sound weird, but it's like the Game of Thrones of anime. It's that anime that you might think, oh, it's not for me, but once you start watching, like, you'll be addicted, just like Game of Thrones, because it's so good. And once something is that good, there's no denying. Like, you can have different taste in anime, but there's no way you won't like Attack on Titan. It's just that good. And just like I said in the beginning, this particular anime is not made for kids at all. I don't think kids should watch this. Without trying to spoil it too much, it's basically about a town, like a city or maybe a country, because it's something very big actually, that's between walls. And you don't really know why is that. In the beginning, you just know that they are kind of trapped inside. And then the Titans start appearing, and there is when things start being fun. It's a very mysterious show until the very end. You are always learning more and more about the characters and the whole concept of the show. And there's another reason why to watch Attack on Titan, which is Levi. Everyone is obsessed with Levi, and it makes sense. You will be too. He's just the coolest. So yeah, I highly recommend you go watch Attack on Titan, one of the most rated anime shows right now, and it's totally worth the hype. So let's go, let's join the Attack on Titan gang. Okay, so number 2 is one anime that really touches my heart. It's one of those that instantly got into my top 10 as soon as I watched it. I started watching the anime, then I went to read the manga, which is Naragami. Naragami is one of my favorite anime. I really felt connected with the characters. There are characters in there, especially one that really inspire me so much, even my fashion, in my everyday life. In case you're already familiar with Naragami and are wondering which character I'm talking about, is actually Nora. Naragami is basically a story around God, and gods are basically made by people's faith and people's wishes. So just imagine that you were always so faithful to a god named Taco, which is basically the name of my dog. Just imagine. So basically you were always faithful to that god, and since you believe in it so much, and maybe you spread around your family and everything to be so faithful to this god that you invented on your mind, what's going to happen is that god will be born. So basically gods are born from people's wishes and prayers, and this story revolves around a god that basically doesn't have any people that believe in him. So I highly recommend this anime. Alright, number 3 is an anime called Given. And Given is such a beautiful anime. I believe it's going to touch your heart. It's not one of those in my top 10 like of all time. It's not my favorite, but it's good. I really like Given. It's gonna make you sad sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a really cool and deep anime. It follows the life of these teenagers that have a band. Very easy to watch. You can binge watch it because it only has 1 season, and I think it's like 11 episodes. It's a very short anime. I think Given is an anime that has a really nice story, really nice characters, and it's easy to watch and will make your heart fluster a bit. It's sad, it has love, it has a little bit of everything, and you guys should just go watch it. Go binge watch Given. Alright, number 4 is a very popular and very commercial in a way anime. It's an anime that a lot of people have watched and a lot of people talk about it, which is Haikyuu. And I was very skeptical when I started watching Haikyuu
back in the day.
because I'm not a fan of sports anime usually. Even like slice of life animes, I'm not really into that. But there are a few that quite steal my heart, and Haikyuu, it's a very cool anime. I think you should watch it because it's a fun, light anime. Sometimes we need that. It basically revolves around volleyball, and I used to play volleyball back in the day.
I was not very good at it. I was not. Let me just tell you.
But yeah, maybe because I played it before, it was also very relatable for me. It's very fun and lightweight, and I think it can be enjoyed and appreciated by a different spectrum of ages. So it's like a family anime, everyone can watch. It's fun, but let me be honest, it has 4 seasons and the last one was not it for me. It was definitely not it for me. Alright, number 5, we are in the middle of our chart here, and on the middle of the chart is a precious diamond called Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer is like a new age anime, so it's a very recent anime, and it comes to prove that not only the old school anime is good, Demon Slayer is so good. Everyone was just struck by it. And there's only 1 season out so far. I think I want to read the manga so I can keep following up the story instead of waiting for an entire new series to come. Basically, the lead character had a tragic story and is going to become a hero, a demon slayer. I love the costumes, I love the animation. It's so amazing. Animation in 2020 is like crazy good. So all of those things, and the storyline and the characters, they are totally worth it. The movie released in Japan last year, and I'm still waiting for it to be available in Europe. I've been waiting for months now, so if you're a fan of Demon Slayer like me, you know the struggle. Number 6 is an anime that is also very easy to binge watch and also very fun and light. It's called Watercoy. Love is hard for an otaku. And if you're an otaku, you're going to feel like this is so relatable. These characters are around their 30s and they are working, but they still love anime and games and stuff. They are still otakus. I highly recommend. You're going to have a good time watching this, and you're going to watch it so fast, so go watch Love is Hard for an Otaku. So number 7 on our list is a classic that everyone should definitely watch, which is Hunter x Hunter. And actually for me, it got me quite some time to get into Hunter x Hunter. I don't know why. Actually, I think I do. I always heard about it and I knew it was a classic and I knew people loved it, but I would always see like the characters, the main characters, which is Gon and Killua, and I would see people sharing pictures and everything, and I always thought it was not for me because they look like such small kids. And I'm more into more like grown-up characters, so I don't know, it always made me like, maybe later, I'm gonna watch it later. And once I decided to watch it, I felt so dumb that I only watched it then, that I pushed it for so long, because Hunter x Hunter is just it. It's so good. It's so good. You need to watch it. The story follows these hunters which basically hunt for different things. It's hard to explain, but the main character, which is Gon, wants to become a hunter like his father, and he never had contact with his father, so we are going to follow his journey into becoming a hunter and finding his dad, basically. And along the way he makes some friends, of course, and we fall in love with a bunch of different characters, kind of just like a Naruto. I feel on Hunter x Hunter characters are very well developed as well. So yeah, go watch Hunter x Hunter. I watched the 2011 version, and that's the one that I recommend because it's more modern, but yeah, it's just so good in general, so go watch Hunter x Hunter. Okay, so next one is none other than Parasite. Parasite is an anime that I really love, and I don't think it's probably as known and as commercial as the other ones I talked about. Once again, a more adult anime maybe, and I really love the design of the characters and the monsters here. It's pretty unique. I really love it. And it's basically this guy that wakes up and has this parasite on his hand, which is kind of a small monster parasite actually, that got into his body and now has a mind of its own and a life of its own, and it has very fun moments, has a little bit of romance as well, a tiny bit, and has this horror and fights, and it's a very complete anime. I like when anime series have this complete elements to it, and Parasite is very good. I highly recommend you go watch Parasite. In number 9 we have an anime called Real Life, and this one in particular, I think probably like Love is Hard for an Otaku, is kind of the same genre. You can binge watch very easily. It has 13 episodes or 14, I think it's 13. It mixes like teenagers and working adults in their 30s, so I kind of like the mix here. Basically it's an experience that offers people the chance to go back to their teenage years. It's a fun anime to watch, a light anime to watch, so we all need those. You can really easily watch that, so go watch now. And number 10, the last anime on this list, is an anime that I wouldn't usually talk about because it's still releasing the first season. We are still in the very beginning of this anime, but I had to just put it here on this list, which is Jujutsu Kaisen. And there's a reason for all this hype. I think what first caught people's eye was this character that everyone was freaking out, which is Satoru, Gojo Satoru, and he's just so dope. Everyone was going crazy, even with just like the trailer of this anime. He looks really dope. He has his eyes covered and everyone was wondering what's behind the eye mask. Everyone was crazy, and there's some beautiful eyes, let me tell you. He's just so dope, and once you start to watch it, there's other characters that are also dope, so it's not that case of like just him being awesome. No, he's not even like the main character. I really recommend this anime. I think it's gonna be one of those iconic ones, although it's still in the beginning. It's definitely already an iconic anime. I can't wait to see where the story leads us, so I might get into the manga to kind of follow up the story from now on, instead of waiting a million years for the episodes to be released. So the main character is called Itadori, and he's just a kid, a regular kid that got involved someday in something that he wasn't supposed to, and he does something that he wasn't supposed to. It's me trying to explain without spoilers. And he got involved into this world that he didn't know anything about. And very easily he's become such an important part of that world. So yeah, it's just so cool. You need to watch. You just need to watch it. It's so good. Go watch it now. Go watch everything that I showed you now. Let's go. So yeah guys, those were all the anime that I have to show you today. This is the part 2 already. And give me the feedback down below. Which of this anime series have you watched? And which ones are you a fan of? My fellow otakus, let's just share some ideas. If you want to share some anime tips for me as well, just go ahead. I'm always up for a good anime show. And also let me know if you want part 3 of this. I'm always up to share some new anime with you guys as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of my YouTube fam that I love so much. I swear to God, you guys are like everything to me. I just really love you guys. And also if you want to follow me on other platforms like Instagram and TikTok and even Depop, where I sell my closet, all the links are down below in the description. And actually next week I'll be finally getting back into DIY videos. Do it yourself some clothes. Everything was in lockdown so I couldn't do it, but finally I'll be back in DIY. So don't forget to subscribe and keep tuned, turn on bell notifications, because I'll be back with some do-it-yourself clothes. Bye guys, love you.